For 8 long years, I lived in a house built on lies. My wife, Emma, and I had been married for over 2 decades, and together we raised our daughter, Lily. To everyone, we were the perfect family, the kind that neighbors envied and relatives praised. But perfection is fragile. When the truth came out, it shattered everything I thought I knew. It started innocently enough. About 6 months before Lily's wedding, I borrowed Emma's old laptop when mine stopped working. As I was cleaning the storage, I found a folder buried deep under random files. Inside were hundreds of emails between her and a man named Daniel, someone I knew. He was my former best friend, the man who stood beside me at our wedding. The emails dated back 8 years, filled with secret meetings, hotel reservations, and messages about keeping their love hidden. My hands trembled as I scrolled through each word. The betrayal wasn't just romantic, it was emotional, calculated, and continuous. They had shared memories, vacations, and private jokes, all while pretending I was none the wiser. The worst part was realizing that during those 8 years, Emma had smiled at me every morning as if nothing had happened. I didn't confront her immediately. Anger clouded my mind, but I knew reacting recklessly would only give her control of the situation. I needed to think and plan. Then it hit me, Lily's wedding was just months away. Both Emma and Daniel would be there, surrounded by family and friends. That would be the day I would reveal everything. For the next few months, I played my part perfectly. I acted as though nothing had changed. I helped Lily with wedding arrangements, smiled at Emma, and even invited Daniel and his wife to the event. Inside, though, every moment with her felt like poison. I recorded everything, screenshots, photos, emails, all the proof I needed. Revenge wasn't about rage anymore, it was about justice. The wedding day arrived, glowing with laughter, music, and love. Lily looked stunning, radiant with joy. Watching her walk down the aisle was bittersweet for me. She deserved happiness, untouched by her mother's sins. I promised myself I wouldn't let this day ruin her memory, but I also couldn't let a liar stand beside me as though she were innocent. At the reception, after the toasts and dances, I took the microphone. Everyone assumed I was going to give the usual heartfelt father's speech. My voice was calm when I began, thanking guests for coming and congratulating the newlyweds. But then, I shifted. Today is about truth, loyalty, and love, I said, looking directly at Emma. Values that, sadly, not everyone here has honored. A hush fell over the room. Emma's smile froze. Daniel looked uneasy. I continued, for 8 years, my wife and her so-called friend Daniel have shared something behind my back. While pretending to care for our family, they destroyed it piece by piece. I clicked the remote, and a projector came to life, displaying screenshots of their messages. Gasps echoed through the hall. Emma's face drained of color. Daniel's wife burst into tears. Lily stood in shock, covering her mouth. The hall was filled with murmurs and disbelief. Emma tried to speak, but I cut her off. "You don't get to lie anymore," I said firmly. "Not here. Not in front of the people who believed in us." Then I calmly set down the microphone and walked out. Outside, the night air felt cold but freeing. For years, I had carried the weight of a false marriage, and now it was gone. People called after me, but I didn't turn back. I had revealed the truth, not to humiliate her, but to free myself. The next day, I filed for divorce. Emma tried to apologize, begged to meet, and even claimed it was a mistake made out of loneliness. I didn't respond. There are mistakes you can forgive, but betrayal over 8 years isn't one of them. Daniel's wife divorced him too, and his business reputation took a hit when his lies surfaced. Months later, Lily reached out. She said she was heartbroken but understood why I did it. She moved closer to me after that, visiting often. We rebuilt our relationship on honesty, something her mother could never give. As for Emma, she moved out of town. I haven't heard from her since. I don't hate her anymore. Hatred gives her space in my life she doesn't deserve. My revenge wasn't in the public humiliation, it was in reclaiming my peace. Now, every morning, I wake up knowing I'm finally free. No more lies, no more pretending. The truth hurt, yes, but it also healed. And in that quiet victory, I found the real meaning of revenge. not destroying the other person, but rebuilding yourself stronger than they ever imagined.